Okay. Fair enough. Yeah. Who are you playing today, Jason? Oh, I thought I was at the Colts. That must have been my preseason game.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on
Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Indianapolis Colts and the Minnesota Vikings. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a former Pro Bowl quarterback out of the University of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
Matthew Stafford is a big-arm guy who's learned how to temper some of his throws. Actually has added a lot more touch and accuracy as his career has gone along. Big-time confidence in his arm, though. Any throw you want, he can make it.
Throwing is Stafford. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
From the gun, here's Stafford. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. Call it an even 20 yards on the pickup. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Looking to throw again on second down. Stafford. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 25-yard line.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose.
You probably had to have a doctor's note.
On first down, it's Stafford. And that's complete. It's Sims. A gain of 6 there on first. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, just keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. The dump-off gets him only 1, and now you're looking at a third down. And here are the Colts offensive starters.
Obviously a tough test for this offense right out of the gate. Road game in game 1 of the new year. Conventional wisdom says, go slow, take care of the football. I think in this case, attack early and get the home team back on their heels.
Stafford on third down.
Whoops, that's a pass
but there is
interference
a
on
flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down.
Like, I thought he was running that flat. He was running a
Some
deep route.
boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call. But for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 2nd down and 4, Stafford, and he finds the tight end, Reed. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it,
I literally just ran with that ball into a receiver, and the receiver almost grabbed it out of my hand. That was crazy. The guy Stafford threw it to me, it bounced off of my leg, went up into the air towards the wide receiver. And, whoa. Madden is trying to do some crazy stuff.
The kick by Fairbairn is good.
The timing perfect on that one.
And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of Week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Vikings as they get set for their first drive. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
That's a little rough.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Let's go, defense. General West. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Ready?
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
So when you saw him dump it off to the back, did you think he was going to pick up the first down there?
Well, I knew one thing. It wasn't his primary target. At least it didn't look like it. Turned out to be the play they needed, though. And it's big because it's the opening drive. So converting that 3rd down, keeping the play, not the play, the drive going.
Yeah, it certainly appeared like his downfield targets were covered. Threw the little dump off to his back, and nice effort picking up the first down, though. And you're right. That opening drive, keep those chains moving.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Jones.
Oh, that was a face
down to the 43-yard line.
Oh,
now
instead he's hurt.
And a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, 7. Hey, team 6.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On third down, here's Jones. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set.
That was wicked long. 56.
These kickers now,
what I just made
it's
it
like
from.
we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
You're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their history.
That was a super tight gap, too. Like
but their kicking was so prevalent
the accuracy meter was
tiny
on that day.
50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
No, but I was just looking over at you.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a 1st down. 3-3, a tight one after one on EA Sports. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
They go play action here on 1st down. And this one complete to Reed. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Stafford. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts have taken the lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch. And he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And out now come the Vikings.
My phone going
Just a
on?
lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10.
Set 50, plant. Get it.
There's 5 teams that could win the Super Bowl if they had a better quarterback.
Before he's brought down at the 22.
Okay,
What's the
cool.
old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on and chew it up. Now we've got that
Georgia
artificial
boy.
surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play.
So
by the
far,
defense.
so good. I
Now the throw hauled in by
mean, he's
Green.
on point,
And
4
they're
for
gonna get
4,
this beyond
38
the
yards.
40 before he's taken down.
Yeah. That's what I'm hoping to get out of JQ from State Farm. I mean, Georgia.
off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And that's complete. It's Green here.
Nice.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
Joe McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There's a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that is incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. 3rd down here. And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the first round, they expect you to play right away. And the community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire way.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago, really it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, it all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Here comes Matthew Stafford now to lead his offense back out there. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect.
And Sims lost it. He lost the football.
Yeah, Joe.
Pick up the
Oh,
football.
JJ. I love you both.
It's a fumble return, a scoop and score.
JJ Watt laid the hit down, and Joe Hayden took it the rest of the
So
way
this
for a
defense
touchdown.
clicking early in the
I'm
year,
up to-
week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the
Dude, that
offseason
was
to improve
nice.
this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Josh Lambo now for the point after. And this one's right there, and that pushes the lead to 13-10. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
Oh. Nice.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now left side on the swing pass. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no yardage.
Okay.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
You gotta, then you need to go to, no.
The Colts send out their punter. Back deep, Deontay Harris.
Be alright. It's 10 o'clock. It's an hour. That's your bedtime.
This is taken at the 15. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Vikings will take
trying
over
to get away
here,
with watching Disney
10.
Plus out there. Something common. Like, no. I mean, there is, like, if you watch Nat Geo calming something,
in today's game are so
National
good
Geographic,
and so skilled and hit from
there's
distances
actually
that
some
we
cool
almost
stuff
start
on
to take
there,
them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of.
You want your
They
big
gotta feel
blanket?
good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them
All
out.
right,
And now we'll
second.
see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Finding Green complete.
I'll be right back. Poke themselves in the eye and he's like, we're fine. Drake, yes.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play.
All right, had to cover kids back
A lot
up.
of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
Oh no. Bad time for a play action.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on
No, I mean, that's important though.
And he'll be corralled well
I'd be screwed.
right around the 40-yard line. And they convert on third with a gain of 22.
I would. No, I would if I had to. If I was in your shoes, I would be screwed.
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him old reliable.
You're fine.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a first down.
I think I messed this a little bit too much.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. A former first-round pick, Marlon Humphrey, there to get a hand on it.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up second down.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Second and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They're going to look to throw. And he finds Beasley complete.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going,
and it still landed on the 2. I'll take it.
And stop him short of a first down. And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
They begin this drive with Chubb.
Oh.
He's got daylight. He's at the 40.
Man.
The 20, 10, touchdown, Indianapolis.
Just ran a huge touchdown on me.
Nick Chubb, 98 yards. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
I don't really care that much.
Exactly what he's saying to his
just
teammates
right
right now,
happen.
especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out. I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Their DB just made a ridiculous catch to intercept the ball.
He gets it to Sims, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Stafford now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that'll make this a 7-point game. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit. Yep. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked up. May have more interceptions than Patrick this year.
And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Already number 2,
so
and it's only halftime.
Out of the nickel package, they went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half.
I'm not real good at first-person shooters. I'm not real good at, like,
and I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive.
The last time I owned a shooter game was, like, Battlefield.
And they're scripting something.
Good Lord, like Battlefield 4 or something.
And back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
And
first down, but this
that was
one winds
ugly.
up to be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves.
Dude, get out, man. And he's going to run it in. Are you serious?
And he will score.
Oh, my God.
Indianapolis.
Cool. I'll take the first week loss, I guess.
Fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet,
Dude, I'm down 20 points already. Like, I was down 7 points at halftime, and now I'm already down 21 points.
Extra point winds up successful. A heck of a play there defensively.
It's literally 14 seconds into the game.
His way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3.
I didn't catch most of what you were saying, Jason. I was talking with Casey about this. It means that I'm just broadcasting it on YouTube, but no one can hear me. I turned that off.
And now out comes Minnesota.
What's up, though, with your touchdowns? I'm sorry.
Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And this one caught by Beasley. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll look to throw here. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Who is?
They'll drop the throw.
Who that?
Green brings it in. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. This is Jones. And
oh, come on, you tripped up on one guy and didn't do it.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll set up a throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back.
He's got his
Dude, AJ Green, I love you. Ever since I said something, Jason, I've gone 6 for 6 with Jake.
There to make the grab. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
Oh,
that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right
I might
there.
have to root for him after that if he does me pretty well in this game.
That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game?
You know Brad's going to be like, yeah, I got respect for Joe. He's a pretty good quarterback.
Hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
I mean, I don't
Indianapolis set to take the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Stafford. And this is caught. It's Parker. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got the football back.
Momentum started to shift
I think as Patrick always called it, the mouth breather.
Got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high.
Oh, come on, put your hands up, yo.
picked up by DeMonte Kazin. There they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
The balls look like it was right there, so it wouldn't have been hard for him to catch it.
A little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches,
right to him,
they
didn't
have
it?
to evaluate whether you keep playing him, let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
After the interception, here's Stafford. There, this is Parker, complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this one's going to go the wrong way.
Freaking
Losing
Stafford
yardage
is
back
killing
at the
me.
42.
Like 17 for 20 on the touchdown and no interception.
Really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it.
Got well over
right
200
yards.
yards.
Made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Yes.
Rifles one that's intercepted.
That is a user pick,
Joe
thank
Hayden,
you.
the veteran, with a pick.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the
Gone.
last drive.
Touchdown.
Got his man complete.
Paul Richardson Jr. Have a good day.
Vikings. Paul Richardson. 72 yards as his guys are back within a single score. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch?
That was a little close, wasn't it?
It was pretty.
You realize we're there.
Lambo to add on the extra point.
Delayed game, offense.
So that'll back him up 5. Lambo on for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Only down by a touchdown for now.
And we
I
can
have a feeling it'll turn back into 14 points.
easily. One play, long touchdown pass into the end zone. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Our eyes shift now to the Vikings defense. They're hoping to keep this margin right where it is, trailing third quarter. Don't want to get down anymore.
You're exactly right. They're in no position to give up any more points. They have to keep it in a spot where if their offense does catch a spark and get hot, they've got a chance to come back and win this game.
I guess the word manageable, you always want to keep it manageable, right?
Make sure that the game doesn't get away, and mentally you look up at the scoreboard and say, there's no chance of us coming back.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Stafford, and that's complete. It's Sims. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them. And they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
On 2nd and 12, Stafford, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Again, it's Stafford.
Yeah, especially after you've already gotten used to what you have.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And down to the 29-yard line.
Yeah, I feel that way with my other franchise that I'm doing on my own.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 as they're
I feel
down
like
to the
there's
29-yard
2 or
line.
3 formations I have.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option.
Yeah, granted in a couple of those formations I have a lot of variation, but
there wasn't a whole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. J.J. Watt. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. 7th play of this drive coming up.
There's nothing left in it, isn't there?
On third down.
Oh.
Stafford. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35.
Matt Stafford is hurt. He's holding his elbow.
Colt after that last play. Hate to see this week 1 of the season. We'll be back. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there.
And he missed it. It was way short of a field goal.
And this score will stay right where it is. And we return welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time. Let's see if the defense, you know, they're
Dude, I ain't even mounting a comeback as we speak. Like it's 34-27 with 6:50 remaining in the game.
Cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots.
Hey, I could have made that really bad and called it out as the N-word, but
I think he looks at it as I can
not
do it,
that
so it's not
bad.
that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. He's brought down at the 34.
Or whatever.
Call it a gain.
You know, because I know my uncle would kick my butt.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense,
I feel like
a ball may come your way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up
nearing the end of his life.
2nd and 6.
Unfortunately, Uncle Kenny.
On the ground.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football.
Yeah,
Here,
fair enough.
a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw.
In terms of that, I know. Oh, come on. He made a final jump into the touchdown.
23 yards, the final tally.
Right, I'm on the 1-yard line right now.
He's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels
as it sits right now, if I don't get in the end zone, I'm pretty disappointed in myself, but I can still feel like I'm still within reach.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. 1 back in the game, that's Jones, 2nd and goal. call it no gain on the dump off, and it's third down. And if you're going to pass down here, you better get that in the end zone.
I agree with you totally, and as we both know,
Usually
the field's
is.
already condensed. There's just not a lot of space, so you've got to create some by getting some people downfield into the end zone. If you want to throw it short, you've got to have some movement, some room in order to do that. That one didn't work.
Watch twins. 58 to Mike, 58.
They'll look to throw on third and goal.
Oh, Beasley.
End zone, touchdown, Minnesota.
Buffalo Bills. Buffalo
There
Bills.
to make the grab, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with an extra point. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
I went really dark with that, didn't
their
I?
offense works their way back onto the field.
Ooh, yeah.
Compiled a pretty
Well, for
long
now, they at
drive
least got
last
their
time.
backup
Unfortunately,
in.
they ended with
Who
no
is it?
points after the missed field goal.
And
Who
that
you
can hurt
got?
the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Chubb on the counter. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They run again on first down, Chubb. Joe Hayden there to bring him down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
To throw on second down, Eason throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he finds McLaurin. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw. Eason. And this one complete to Reed. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They run it again with Chubb. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now In this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nick Chubb, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy,
yeah,
that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
So all eyes on this Vikings offense. Down by 7. A minute 24 to go. They need a touchdown to the
My
PAT
skills are
to
not
tie
in
it as they come up 1st and 10.
shooter games.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Back to throw. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down, and this will be caught at the 30. He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time. And 2 big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver there, Allen, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. They'll look to throw. And
Paul
yes,
Richardson Jr. touchdown number freaking 2.
The late score they needed, and now the extra point can tie this thing up in a final
I love you so
minute.
much.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point
Yeah, that got
is not
weird.
a
I'm
given.
sorry.
A very important extra point there, up and good.
I have a hair
And partner,
tie
we
still.
got a tie
Don't say
game here
anything
in the
too
4th.
snide. Alright. You have what? None. 1. How many deaths? 9. At
Set to
least
go
he
now with the
says.
kickoff. These 2 teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Fielded about a yard deep.
Well, I think I'm going into overtime on game number 1.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it
Unless
the
they score in
26-yard
28 seconds.
line. And the Colts coming out now. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. On the ground, it's Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. 2nd and 2. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining.
I'd be curious to see how long Stafford's out for.
After the
And they only do
incompletion,
this
here
game.
now, 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Eason. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
I don't want to stop them from scoring. Going into overtime.
Final whistle blows, and we need some extra
41
time
all.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now out comes Minnesota. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if
That's
the guys
not
on
terrible.
defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Were you confused by me saying that?
In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way.
I figured you knew I wasn't talking to you.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Finding Green complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
That was a hell of a pass from
25 yards.
Brandon, that's a huge completion there. That puts them in field goal range, but let's face it. They don't want 3 here. They want 6. With these overtime rules, a touchdown finishes it off.
Yeah, looking to win it right away. Good to know, though, that they have 3 in their back pocket if they need it.
Check it backer, check it backer. X3, 218, chop. Hey, Delta. Hit it.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, he almost had it. Would have been a big interception here in OT. Instead, it'll give him another shot on 3rd down. In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We know there's already a spotlight on this rookie quarterback, an even bigger spotlight here in overtime of this game. A costly pick.
No doubt about that, but here's the key. Game's not over. He may very well get another shot at this thing, so now he's got to go to the sideline, hope his defense picks him up, and be ready to go back out there and maybe make a similar throw, hopefully successfully the next time.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in Week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people
I'm
may not
happy
have
to
been
see
watching
Dominican
but I'll bet their social media
retired
they
on
found
me.
out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first
Why
down.
did the clock stop? Oh,
2 minutes
okay.
left in this overtime session,
what's
and
going on
still
here?
all tied.
I'm tired.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Eason, and his throw is incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, and it's 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Eason. And he finds the tight end, Reed. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Eason. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's
One of those where you're like, I'm glad I was there instead of over there.
The ball free, and it's 4th down.
It wasn't still a friendly.
It just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So I've had a possession, they intercepted me, and now it's back to my possession again. If I score any points, it's over, right?
55-yard punt. Well done. And the Vikings will be back
Or is that
deep to
only in
begin
the
their
touchdown
drive
perfect
as they
thing?
take over 1st and 10. The Vikings offense now
Jason.
heading out to take over. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. A nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception.
No way. Come on.
He's got some breathing room.
And then it's over.
And he brings it back to the house. It's a
Are you
touchdown.
kidding me?
And in a crazy inning,
Game's
a
over
defensive
on a
score
ridiculous
wins him.
inning. Get the
Still
fuck out
catching our
of here.
breaths from that electric finish. You get into overtime, that's one thing. It was a great 4
Cool.
quarters. But then
Alright,
no team
I
not only
lost
to
in
win it, but to
overtime.
win it on a
I'll talk to you later.
defensive score. Wow.
Oh, definitely. And I think from now on, we're going to definitely travel someone who can help us because I thought I was going to pass out at the end. Not just getting to the overtime, but the plays in overtime.